Hello and welcome back to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. So I have a little bit of housekeeping stuff to do here. This is the Ferrari 250 that's been sitting here for a while, 250 GT. As you can see, I have finished it. The factory color was like kind of a grayish white, nasty. So of course I painted it red because I'm going to keep this car, which is entirely unsurprising. But after I finished this car, I took a quick trip to the junkyard just for the hell of it, and I picked up this thing. This is a Dodge Ram 3500. This is a DLC car. It's, I believe, in the modern Dodge DLC. And I picked it up because I'm not a truck guy by any stretch of the imagination, but this one sells for like 300 grand when it's done. And it's actually an easy build for as big as it is. It is, I believe, the biggest car that is a official car in the game. I compared this to a Ford F350 side by side, and this was bigger. It barely fits in the garage as it is. You put it in the dyno, and it's so long that you can't see it all when you're in the dyno mode. But anywho, it is worth about a little over 300 grand. So I pretty much always pick these up. Oh, and this was the factory color too, and I like this color, so I left it this way. That's not what I meant to do, darn it. Normal mode, thank you. And we can get it out of here. And then I want to move this car over here for the moment, because I want to find the other one. And I think it's in parking 2. Yes. Okay, so this is the first one of these I did, and this was the race car version, so I put the race car livery on it. I think the color is actually a little bit darker red than that one, but this one is, and actually I think they have the same engine and everything, 421 horsepower. Oh, a little bit less horsepower. I built them the same way. I mean, you can't really tell. I wanted to see something else here too. Yeah, the engine cover is different for the race car variant. You see this versus this. Whoever did this mod did a really fine job on it. I'm super impressed. But this car is worth 4.98 million, 4.9 million. And this one is worth 5.2 million. So this one is worth a little bit more. Which is fine. I'm perfectly happy to sell it for. I would have sold it no matter what. I'm going to sell it no matter what it is. But $5.2 million doesn't hurt my feelings at all. No. I want to go here and sell. So that's a sweet chunk of change. And I'm now going to move you into parking. And then the car that I intend to work on today, I believe, is here. Yes, there it is. Yeah, there we go. Now, I have another one of these. It's in here somewhere. I don't think it's in the first two. I don't think it's anywhere in these floors. Should pull it out and move it once I find where it went. There it is. Come here. Wow, okay, I don't know what happened there. I tried to move that other car from parking in here and the game crashed. Let's try it this way. If I can figure out where it was. Okay, it's in here. I'm gonna go to there and see if I can get it. Hey, look at the loading screen. Those gears hurt me every time I watch them turn. Let's hope we actually get there. I think there might be something wrong with that mod. Because I wanted to point out that they actually added a new version of that car, and I wonder if the old one is no good. Okay, so that didn't work. So this is obviously a Bugatti Veyron, and I have another one that's been in my parking for a long time that I finished a long time ago. This one is different from the other one that I have. Full body colored carbon. The other one I have just says Bugatti Veyron Super Sport. It doesn't have the rest of this. Now, I was going to compare the two of them, but I can't get that other one that is in here out. The game just crashes. Even if I try to go to the parking level that it's on, it just won't go. It's really bizarre. Now, I know there is a new Veyron mod, and I wonder if this one has been pulled or something about it is different. I don't know. I didn't download the new one because this one seemed like it was fine. Apparently it's not fine. But I'm going to go ahead and do this car, and I'm going to try and see if I can get it done. And if I can get it finished, I will sell it. And then I will pull the other one out. Well, I won't pull the other one out. I won't try again to pull it out, since that was just a huge failure. I'm going to just delete the mod and download the other one. There aren't a whole lot of body parts to this. There aren't a whole lot of body parts to this, if I recall correctly. Yeah, like next to nothing. 1% already. Oh, I'm gonna have to get that. What about... God, it has a buttload of stuff. Okay, there's radiator up there? Yes. And I'm just gonna buy parts for it at this point. I've been screwing around with this for quite a while now, and I want to just get it done now at this point. Since the new game is coming, I would like to make an effort. Well, I'd like to try to get everything done that's still waiting to be done. Because I still have a bunch of parts. I still have a bunch of junk cars in storage that need rebuilding. And I know that it would drive me insane to stop playing this game when the new game comes out and still have a bunch of junk cars waiting in my parking. So I have to do something about that. Let's see, what is that? I'm gonna have to watch these body parts too, because it's bound to have some different stuff. There was another intercooler up here, wasn't there? Yep, medium. So far it's looking like I'm going to be able to just build this car normally. I'm curious to see what happens when we go to drive it, though. If the game hangs again, trying to transfer this car to another area, then we'll know that the mod is completely shot. Okay, let's find our body parts for it now. Oh, of course, that's seat 11 leather D. And the steering wheel, of course, is a clamshell, so that's a part. And got to look and see what we have here. Okay, so hood C, front and right left headlights are normal. And then it's going to be a bumper and front end most likely. Let's see, front bumper D, front end B. Front end D, front bumper B. I hope I got that right. I have a feeling that I just reversed those. Front bumper D. I did. God bless it. Front bumper D, front end B. That's what I want. Okay, front bumper D. I got that. Wait a minute. I want to be in here. Get rid of this so I don't screw up. Get rid of that. There we go. Okay, now what doors do you have? Door C. I imagine it's mirror C as well. Yep, mirror C. Okay, so now there's left tail light B, right tail light B, rear bumper C. And rear clamshell. Should have caught that before. Rear clamshell C. Engine cover. I'm pretty sure that was just a generic engine cover. Yeah, engine cover. So that goes there. That goes there. That goes there. So that should give us 100% on the body. And then we will go and paint it real quick. Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave it like that. I actually kind of intended to keep one of these, to continue keeping one of these. I mean, obviously I had kept one once before, and I was inclined to keep one, maybe even both of them, because I have lots of space in parking for cars at this point. But since I seem to be having a lot of issues with that other car, it's better to just get rid of them. that's the... I think I'm going to put different rims on this. It's looks like this is basically the Huayra. I'm probably butchering that pronunciation, but I don't care at this point. The Pagani Huayra engine. It's got the twin turbo V12, which is a little bit. Both of them are pretty fiddly. The other V12, which is not turbocharged, I don't remember. I've done so freaking many of them, I should have it burned into my brain at this point. This V12 is twin turbo. The other one is not. They're both a little bit tedious to work on, though. Though I kind of burned myself out on them, because the other Bugatti that's stupidly common, you get it. I got so many of them. I did so many of that V12 that I was ready to basically kill myself rather than work on them again. No, that's a bit extreme. I wouldn't do that. Don't call anybody. But you really want to start eating your keyboard or something rather than work on those engines ever again. This engine looks, it has both heads, so it's going to have all the pistons. Some of these things are in there. I'll take those out now just to save some time later. Are there any other? I don't see any other ones. No, there's one. This is what happens most of the time with junkyard engines, though, is... Well, they never... I think one time... I used to say that they never ever came with an oil pan on them. But I think once I got a car like this that had an oil pan on it. And it was a shock. But the vast majority of the time, junkyard cars don't have oil pans. And they usually don't have bearing caps either. Sometimes they don't even have heads or pistons. I have gotten junkyard cars where the engine was literally just the block and the crankshaft and nothing else. And I think the only reason that was there was because the engine still comes with the cars still come with a transmission and drive shaft, and so the engine at a minimum needs to have a crankshaft in it to attach because they have to attach the clutch and the pressure plate and the throwout bearing before they can put a transmission on it. So that's why you occasionally get cars like that where the engine is just a shell, even though the drivetrain is all still there. This, however, is a rear-wheel drive car, so there's no drivetrain, really. I mean, the engine and the transmission are connected directly to the rear wheels. Let's see, I don't know if I can get the engine out with that exhaust on it. No, I can. I didn't really expect that to happen. Unless it's still in the car. It is. Let's see if yeah, I'm not going to be able to touch it from there. Come here. That's going to be a problem later. I can tell you that already. Come on, go back up. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm not in the proper mode. Okay, so let's process our way through the junk. 12, 13, 14, 15, let's see, 12 plus 4 is 16. And I could probably repair that and that. Maybe these. I'm just going to flush it all. I kind of prefer to have fresh brakes on a car anyway. Okay, so those are all sway bar B. And we'll get our tie rods and our brakes. And let's see, what else? Bushings. And I want to go ahead and, as I know it's double wishbone front and rear. Let's see, what else? There's going to be a bunch of hub bearings that are trash. That one is shot. That one is probably shot. So we'll get one of each. Front wheel hub, rear wheel hub B, and 4 of these, because those hub bearings are not repairable. Rear drive axle B at 7%. That's a replace. And let's see, bottom suspension arm B at 7%. Anything in single-digit percentages is not worth trying to repair. It's just not going to work. How many of those caps did I get? So 2 of them are repairable for sure. And I'm going to need 10 rod caps. And I think this engine takes 5 crank caps. And since I've got these done, these can go. I want to get my clutch pieces together. That we're going to be able to repair. That's good, because that thing will sell for like $1,100. Let's see, that was V12B. Come here, you. Okay, so everything else, anything that's less than 20% is borderline as far as whether it will repair or not. Probably not going to get anything that's like 11%. Yeah, there were some things that were 11%, so I didn't think we would get those, and we're not. I saw 3 things fail. This one I don't care about. I was just trying to repair it for sale value. The transmission I saw we fixed. That's good. 1050. That's nice. So what do we need now? Steering rack, upper suspension arm. Two front steering, two of those upper suspension arms. And both front steering knuckles. Front drive axle A, front axle knuckle cover. Okay, that gives us all of our mechanical parts. So let's look at the rims now. 2020, 220, and 221. And I want to do something different. And I actually know what I want. I want to use this right here. 2 of these at 20 and 2 of them at 21. And then how big are these wheels? 265, 35, 20. God, $1,700 for those. And then the other one is 365, 30, 21. $2,500. God, those tires are freaking huge. Okay, we're going to chrome these up. That one is 3. And 4. Yeah, I think this is going to look nice. Look how big that thing is. My God. Those are the back tires. Okay, I think that's 3 of the 4. There's one remaining still to be balanced. By the time I get this done, it'll be ready. Of course, we won't be able to install this wheel. We won't be able to install the rear wheels anyway until the engine is back in. Okay, that should be the last tire. Whoops. Ah! There we go. Okay, I'm starting to make some headway here. It's looking a bit more like a car again. The front wheels we'll be able to put on at least. Get a feel for what the new rims are going to look like. Okay, not the 21. I want that one. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Let's get rid of these. You see, you can see it's an all-wheel drive car, but there's no, the front drive axle's not connected to anything. Wait a minute, which one did I pick? 21. It's trying to sneak those big fat ones on the front. You know, I'm kind of thinking maybe I should have made the rim not chrome, but maybe like a gunmetal gray. I'm happy with how it looks, but I think it would look better if it was not shiny like this, but more of a, well, like I said, a gunmetal gray I think would look really good there. God, we're taking a bunch of stuff off here that's just going to get thrown right into the trash. All the pulleys and rollers and stuff. I'll try to repair the alternator and the power steering pump. It's possible might get something useful, might get a decent amount of money out of them rather than just throwing them away. But like the manifolds and the heads, all that stuff is garbage. Well, not garbage. Well, it's not. Let me rephrase. The manifolds and heads we're going to be replacing with performance parts. So I'll try to repair the ones that we have, but it won't be, you know, for using. It's just to try to make a little money back on it. I forgot this one has camshaft caps too. What is, oh, yeah, see, all these spark plugs are trash. The pistons and rings that are in it are all trash. We might get lucky and be able to reuse the block and the crankshaft. I've always kind of thought, though, that there should be an animation for those pistons and rings right into the garbage. Don't make me come in here and find them, because I have to get rid of them. Then none of this stuff is reusable. Well, I suppose it would be reusable if you weren't trying to build a, you know, a pristine new vehicle. But that, of course, is not what I do. And this engine takes 24 spark plugs. Yeah, because it's 2 per piston, per cylinder rather. Okay, so water pump pulley, crankshaft pulley. I know that there are more rollers, but let's see, there was a B. Where is the other? There we go. Cam gears. V12B timing chain and timing gear. I don't remember how many this silly engine takes. It's gonna be at least 10 of them. As we took 5 off that one. It's gonna be at least 10. It's gonna be at least 10. Belt V12. Okay. Throttle V12B. Okay, I'm pretty sure I need all that stuff. 6%, 8%, 12%. Power steering pump V12. What am I? I don't know why I'm looking for it here. I know it's not here. Say V12. Power steering. No, so I'm going to need the oil filter and the oil pan and the power steering pump. Going to need the intercooler covers and the manifold cover. Going to need head cover A and B. And I think, let's see if we can repair this crap now. Okay, timing cover A, didn't get that, or that. Don't need this, or that. Water pump, good. Don't need that, or that. Alright, not too bad. Timing cover A, V12. This engine is going to need, I think, 2 of these. All right, let's see how far we can get before I have to buy something again. Looks like I remembered correctly. 5 crank caps for the V12. Now, this is if you're leveling up in the game, you get a point of XP every time you unscrew something, and every time you put it back. Every time you take something off, you get a point. Every time you put it back on, you get a point. So engines like this, with lots of on and off, this is the way that you grind levels if you are inclined to do such a thing, which is really what I did. Once I gained access to the Junkyard, I didn't even really do... I enjoyed the story missions. I wish there were more of them. But I didn't really start doing story missions until I was close to max level anyway. Because I was really much more enjoying myself doing Junkyard rebuilds, and doing stuff like that is a surefire way to grind for XP. I imagine... I never played the previous version. What was it? CMS 2015. So I don't know if it was the case in that game. And I don't know if it will be the case in the new version. Looking forward to finding out, like everybody else, I'm sure. Oh, I need the fuel rail. I didn't buy that. There's like a wraparound fuel rail that goes on this. I should have narrowed that down. There we go. In the other V12, there's a thermostat. It uses the same water pump as this one, but there's a thermostat that goes right here. And it's odd seeing that empty hole there. The water of course would just come shooting out of there. I think I bought exactly the right number of crank caps too. Camshaft caps. It looks like there's 5 on each side, and I bought 10. And of course there's a ton of those spark plugs. Spark plugs, at least, you don't have to drive the bolts in. You just click on them and they go. There is a coil pack that goes on this. I need to get those for the spark plugs. Knew that I didn't quite have everything. Oh crap, I did buy them. Oh dear. Wait, get out of there. No. Ugh, bloody hell. I don't know why I convinced myself that I hadn't bought those, but clearly I did. Okay, that is finished. Now, wonder if, you know what? I wonder if I can reach it from here. No, there's too much crap in the way. I have to... Should be able to touch the engine from here, though. Alright. Now we're cooking with gas. Is that actually connected properly to the transmission? It is. Sometimes I see this engine and transmission used in a mod, and the rear axle won't actually connect to the transmission. It'll be hooked up. It'll be kind of pointed up here or back here. But in this case, it looks like you just used the Huayra rear end as one piece. Okay, that should, theoretically, 100% the car. Did I put the starter on? Yeah, I did. For just a second I thought, maybe I didn't put the starter in it. Yeah, 100%. So let's go over here. And it's going to be stupidly powerful. I really like this blue. It looks really good. 1270 factory horsepower. It's going to be a lot more than that. Look at that. 2277. 100% increase would be what? 40, carry the 1, 2540 would be 100% increase. So this is going to be frightening to drive. Although, I got this car out of the parking just fine. It's just the other one that won't come out. So hopefully I should be able to get this thing to the test track without any problem. Let's cross our fingers. Alright, good, we made it to the test track. Wow, it's much darker than I thought it would be. Would have to lighten it. Actually, since it's really dark, the shiny rims don't look quite so jarring. Well, okay, let's see if I can control this thing. Oh! No, 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 no. I try to correct it, keep it straight, and it's just gone. Oh, don't roll. I thought it was going to start rolling. Well, we reached 181, which is probably, I mean, I guess I would have, this is going to be one that would need to have slick tires on it. But yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, cool. So this is the car that I've been waiting to do for a little while because I thought people would enjoy seeing it. I'm annoyed that that other one won't come out of my parking. It just crashes the game. So this is kind of neat, actually. Yeah, it's got the carbon fiber. You can see the carbon fiber pattern under the color. I would like to keep it, you know, but I'm concerned about the fact that the other one seems to be broken, and I'm going to uninstall the mod, which means this car will go away anyway. So how much is it worth? 2 million? 2 million and something? 2.1? Yeah, it's not. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm always happy to sell a car for $2 million. The Ferrari that I sold, it went for 5. So $7 million plus the $300,000 for the Ram 3500. Not a bad day as far as such things go. So let's sell this. And I think I'm gonna have to uninstall the mod just to get rid of this thing. Yeah, I can't even get into this parking level. I wonder if I can pull another car out of here. I think this one needs to be rebuilt. Let's see what happens. Well, that one came out. Huh. I'll put you over there. I wonder if it would work if I just pulled all the rest of the cars that were in. Like, I know this GT40 needs to be done. Somebody requested that too. I want to do that car. And I have a Charger in here, which I think has a Hemi engine. I want to do that one as well. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fool around with this a little bit, see if I can get this car out without having to redo the whole thing. But I have a feeling I'm just gonna have to delete the mod and start over. But that'll wrap things up for today. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you again here for our next Junkyard adventure. I forgot that I even had this 911 Turbo in there. 911. Oh yeah, no, this is the DLC. I've done this millions of times. I'm pretty sure I even have. I know I have a 911 Turbo that I kept. I wonder what is the color of this? Gray with green. It's got green body parts on it. Anyway, whatever. So on that note, bye for now.